Hi Year 4. This is a comprehension video for the Year 4 booklet, okay? And today we are going to be looking at the text that is titled The Real Princess. And this can be found on page 16 and 17, okay? Now, I am just going to read a little bit about the text. So the little bit that's at the top, so the description, and then I would love for you to read through the text twice, as we always do, to pick out any words that you are stuck on, to highlight or underline them. And then we'll have a look at the questions, okay? So, Hans Christian Andersen was a Danish author. So he's the person that's written The Real Princess. He is best known for his fairy tales such as The Ugly Duckling, The Little Mermaid, and The Snow Queen. The Real Princess tells the story of a prince who wants to marry a real princess but isn't having much luck finding one. Okay? Now, again, you will see at the bottom of your text that you have a glossary for the words bedstead and eiderdown. Okay? So if you do highlight those words, they are at the bottom in the glossary. Okay? So, the first question is, what does out of spirits in lines 5 to 6 mean? So, you'd need to find on lines 5 to 6 where out of spirits is, and you need to figure out what it means. So, out of spirits means the same as out of sorts, okay? And we know that out of sorts means if somebody isn't feeling too great, they might describe themselves as, oh, I'm a little bit out of sorts today, that they aren't really with it, that they don't feel like they're 100% feeling fantastic, if that makes sense, okay? So you need to find why the prince feels like this. Now the answer is in line number 6, and it's after the second comma in your sentence. Okay, so you need to be looking at that last little bit of the sentence that starts with therefore on line 5. Okay. Number 2, why do you think the princess knocks on the town gate? So you need to find in the text where it refers to the princess knocking on the town gate. Okay, so I can see it, and it is on page 8, line 8. Okay, so if you need to, get yourself a pen or a pencil and write your line numbers down. Oh, I'm going a little bit dark there. I hope you can see me a little bit better now. And what you might want to do, now I've left my highlighters at home, so I might use a pen today, and I'm going to find where it says came a knock at the town gate. So I can see in the text where it talks about there being a knock at the town gate. And I know after reading that sentence, it still hasn't told me the answer to the question on why the princess has knocked on the town gate. So I might need to reread the first 3 lines of that paragraph. So the bit that I have done in brackets there, can you see? The bit where it starts with one evening and ends with quite fearful. I would need to reread those sentences just to check that the answer's not in there. Okay? So I've read it and I know that the answer's in there. I can see that it starts, one evening a terrible storm came on. So I might think, Princess might be knocking because she wants to get out of the bad weather. Okay, so you need to use what you know from scanning the text and picking out the key words to find your answer. So it might not always be in the same sentence where you start to look for the key information taken from the question, okay? You might have to look around that sentence, okay? Question number 3, why does the Queen put on so much bedding on the bed but say nothing about what she has done? Okay, so you need to find, again, in the text, where it says she said nothing. Okay, so I can see here straight away, just scanning the text, that the word nothing is there. And again, I would need to read around those those two paragraphs there for my answer to see if I could find out why the Queen put so much bedding on the bed and why she says nothing about it. So what are the reasons why? Now I think I already know because I've read a story similar to The Real Princess. But you need to read the text to double check because you can't just take a guess based off what you know. Okay, so even though I've got a good idea, I'm still going to read the text just to check my answers, okay? Number 4, what does the princess mean when she says she is black and blue all over? So you need to find line 21, okay? I've just written the number 21 underneath 20. And again, taking my ruler to pick out the key information, I've found the sentence that has black and blue all over. Now I will read the full sentence and hopefully it'll tell me the answer that I'm looking for. So it says, I lay upon something so hard that I am quite black and blue all over. It is dreadful. So I can see straight away that the Queen, the princess, is black and blue. Now, when we say a phrase like black and blue, we usually mean we've got bruises all over our body. And I can see in that sentence that she's lay when she's been asleep on something that hard that it's given her bruises. So I might say there, the princess means that she is bruised because she's been sleeping on something hard. Okay, so something as simple as that, just to explain what you have read, will get you the marks. Okay. Question 5. How do you think the prince feels when he finds out that the princess felt the pee under all of the bedding? Explain your answer. Now, some of you, not all of you, some of you aren't doing this. We need to try and make sure that we're expanding our answers. Now, there's one boy that I've been really impressed with in week 1 of home learning, and that was Callum. Now, Callum has been trying really hard at home to expand his sentences, and he should be very proud of that because I've noticed from Monday onwards until Friday, he's worked really hard and he's getting there with his expansion on his sentences. So when it says explain, it needs you to expand and build upon what you have done, okay? So what it means there is it doesn't want you to just say the prince feels sad or the prince feels shocked or the prince feels angry. It wants you to explain why the prince feels the way that he does. So you read the text and you might read that the prince, I haven't read it all, so it might be, which is something you guys need to do, it might be that you say the prince was so excited that the princess found the pea under all of the bedding because he knew that she must be a real princess. Because at the start we know that he wants to find a real princess to marry, doesn't he? Okay. So think about how he might be feeling. He might be feeling excited, he might be feeling ecstatic, he might be shocked, surprised, happy, okay? So explore the text and try and find where it shows you in the text how the prince might be feeling. Now, I know a lot of you, if you've got me for literacy, have had a go at showing emotion in your writing. So please give it a good go. You've already had a go yourself, so you should know what you're looking for, okay? And number 6, why do you think the royal family preserved the pea? Okay, so it might be that you have to read the text to find the answer, okay? Now, it might not explicitly have the answer in the text. It might just say the royal family preserved the pea. But why might they do it? What is so special about that pea to the prince and the family? What has it allowed the prince to do? Okay. Now, my challenge for you today is to write a different ending for the real princess. Okay, so using your green books, I want you to try and write an alternative ending, so something that's different to the one that you have read in your book. Okay, now I will be giving out Marvelous Me's to the best alternative endings, so please make sure you give it your best shot. Now, another quick reminder, I would love to see full sentences, I would love to see full stops, and I would love to see capital letters. Okay, so make sure you're doing all of that on top of your super fantastic handwriting that I know you will all do, and give it a good go. And remember, we want to see what you've done. I can't wait to see these alternative endings because I know we've got some fantastic budding authors and young writers in our class in year 4. Okay, so give it your best shot. I can't wait to see what you get up to. Okay, bye.